Hey, we're on the Swiss Alpine Panorama Trail. I've had some really good people encounters. Oh, golly, field mouse. I've been talking a lot of German to the cows, so I'm feeling good about that. Sometimes the Swiss can be. Good morning. Welcome back to Stein. We are starting the 5th segment of the Alpine Panorama Trail. I have to say, aside from my sickness, traveling, doing these day segments, the travel in between the towns is really exciting. I'm taking trains that I've never taken. I had 4 or 5, I guess I gotta go up here. I had 4 or 5 different train transfers this morning. And well, I hope this is the right path. Anyway, 4 or 5 train transfers this morning, and I've gone through towns and areas that I have never been in before. In these little towns, I mean, we're hiking this trail so we can experience, the real Swiss culture. And luckily, you get to do that on the trains as well, because these little towns you're going through there's nothing there but a church and a few beautiful buildings like this, and then you move on. And a bunch of them I want to stop at sometimes. So this is going to be a beautiful hike today. I'm very excited for this section. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Stein to Amden. Because I am doing these sections. I have done section 6, which is Amden on, and it's so beautiful. Gosh, so I can hardly wait to get. It's about 3 or 4 kilometers to get to the peak from here, from what I've read. A lot of uphill, so we're going to do most of our uphill right now. Well, I had to turn on one more time. Timber fall. They're doing construction, cutting down trees, I guess, and I can't go through that right. So luckily I've got this Swiss mobile app, which gives me alternative routes. I'm going to go back on that farm road and go up farther, but look at how beautiful this river is. So the path is supposed to parallel this, pretty far up the mountain. So like I said, I'm going to go back, take the road up to where it crosses back on here, hopefully a kilometer or so up, and we'll be past the construction. And they're obviously not working today. Here's all their equipment. So we've just got this great view, and we've got some just unbelievable dramatic clouds. I want to point over here because I don't want to lose these mountain outcrops. But section 4, where we came from yesterday, that green patch, that low pass there in between the 2 mountaintops, we came through there and walked down that green patch that way. And Stein is straight down 2,000 feet, and there's always cows above you. And then here are those great teeth mountains that I love so much, and we're going to be walking that way, so we're going to get more views of those. But this is what's ahead of us. This is the Glarner Mountains in front, and the Wallensee, the Wallen Sea, the lake, is below us. Wow, look at that. Ooh, look at those low clouds. Cool. Maybe we're walking that way. Nice. So I think the trail's going to get a little more rough. The sign signals switched on the last sign there from yellow, which isn't the easier mountain climbing, to white, red, white, which is much more intermediate. And you can see that here again. But I know I've been saying this is the Glarner Mountain range, and it's the range. You go through this valley, which I've been alluding to in the last video, and way in the back of that, you just sort of see some massiveness occurring behind the clouds. That is, in fact, the Glarner Peak. There's also a hidden, non-tourist related lake up that valley that apparently is supposed to be really a beautiful place to take a Sunday. You didn't hear that from me. So we'll just keep walking this view. Try not to fall. I am getting hungry though. The church tower down there by the lake, that's Amden. And that is the end of section 5, the beginning of section 6. Section 6 goes down to the lakefront and then heads into the valley there. Great views up and down the lake. At the end of 5, you can go swimming. Recommend it. Eat dinner in the town down there, but we'll talk about that in that video. For now, we're eating dinner at this Alp house. We're going to get a queso, a plate of cheese, and alcohol-free apple cider. I'm not quite ready for alcohol on the trail. So, I will tune in with you in a bit after I have my queso. And this is what we call a cheese platter. This is the local Alp queso. These are the guys behind me that made it. Oh, look at the chickens up here. I think the eggs are fresh. Oh my gosh. 10 chickens. Maybe the chicken is fresh. Okay, this is a hearty. So good. The lake, and then the valley going on back to Glarner Mountain Peak. And these dramatic clouds. Look at this ridge of cloud. So the mountain so far is over there creating its own weather, holding off the rain. Imagine having this place. Imagine this being your view. It just amazes me people live. People live right here. Okay. I'm pretty hungry. But there is a cable car to get up here. There's another Alp house up here. Looks like I'm going to stave away the rain a little bit, which is good. Still got to get in town and get to the bus before the predicted rain hits. Look at these clouds. It just move. I mean, we lost our view, but it's so cool to just see that hard line of the bottom of the clouds. Wow. And that's what the trail sounds like most of the time, the sound of your own feet and distant cowbells. A lot of cows on trail on this section. Do get used to them, but they are bigger than you are. They're bigger than me. They freak me out a little bit, so I'm cautious and walk very slowly by them, talking in German as I just indicated. I was going to turn this on again. Welcome back to section 5. I'm doing a little cheat since the rain is on the way and this is my first hike back. I'm taking the chairlift, and I've had a somewhat unsuccessful conversation with the chairlift operator, which got me into this position of having to wear my backpack. But there's check this gag out on the chair coming up at us. That's pretty funny. How did they seatbelt him in? Yeah, he's tied in. So check out this view. This is definitely a great cheat at the end of a long day, or if you're combining these two sections. Oh, it just feels so nice to sit down and relax your way back. It's another mile at least from the top of the chairlift. The time said, well, actually it'd be more than a mile because the time said 50 minutes. So 50 minutes downhill, that's quite a bit. I have not turned off my watch yet. I'll do that at the bottom, so the straight line will appear on my map. But look at this. So the Valensee, this Lake Valen, you know, it's just coming into view, and I know I'm really talking it up this trip, but I love it. And if you look across the shore, you can see the cliff basically straight up, and then there's a flat area where there's a village. And that goes all the way around. And if you can barely see, you know, it's misty with the clouds, but there's another valley to the left here, and that's a ski resort, Follenzeg or something like that. I forget what it is. Again, back in this valley to the right at the end of the Valensee, and then back, that's to Glarus. If you go right around the mountain here that you can't see, it gets you to the top of Lake Zurich, which then bends around and goes north. Oh. Thank you very much. This will be the last of the section 5. Section 6 starts right at the church, basically, in Amden. And thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Tune back tomorrow for another set of videos, another location in Switzerland. Join me as we continue our journey through the Swiss culture.